Ready. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Takes a while, YouTube. Takes a while. Perfect. How's it going, fam? You and I are going to be going in for a really pretty cool big announcement date here. Donald J. Trump announcing billions and billions of dollars coming in. Like yesterday when he signed one executive order, and we had a really good time, with all those questions and answers. Today, they're going to be speaking about a 100 billion Apple investment. I was able to see, the quick preview on Fox News. So we're going to go ahead and get everybody ready and excited and see what's popping. Price of XRP at $3. That's really, really good. Waiting for the White House, get them live. It's supposed to be at 4:30 p.m., so it's 7 minutes to go. But you and I know that he's gonna be late, as usual. So that's totally completely fine. But we'll be ready, guys. How's everybody doing? Are you buying the dip? Are you buying crypto? Are you preparing your bags for what's to come? I hope you are. Because if you are, then you're very much happy with the price appreciation that a lot of different cryptocurrencies are seeing lately. We like that, we want that, and we know that with Donald J. Trump, of course, and his entire administration, they're going to do the best they can for our portfolios in crypto. Today we see Kronos up, Pengu up, and a few other ones do really, really well. And stay with us. Yesterday he was speaking about the Olympic Committee and the Olympic, big event that's going with the executive order. And there were a bunch of questions about the Fed, a bunch of questions about the Fed governor and tariffs. But now there's more investment, big news and announcements, and I'm always ready for that. So drop a like, consider subscribing to the channel, guys. Turn on those notification bells. And XRP and crypto are chilling sometime. We're going to be ready to go very soon. Now take a look at this. Watch Guru China to allow launch of its crypto stables. China to allow launch of its crypto stables. Okay, that makes sense. BRICS to respond to tariffs. Yeah, we're going to have a lot more volatility due to the fact that, well, as you know, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, they are BRICS, the BRICS nations, and they're going to be responding to the tariffs somewhat soon. So keep an eye on that. Here it is. And there's all kinds of things going on, as you know, all kinds of things. Go ahead and take a look at Watch Guru so far, and we'll be live soon on the White House page. Big news as well. Dubai officially approves first crypto options license. Happy to say that I was there in Dubai, guys, and it's the place, it's the land of the yes. Whatever you have in mind as far as creating for crypto or anything, actually, Dubai is the place for you to go. And hopefully next year we'll be there, if not earlier. TJ in the house. Chipper, what's up, buddy? Good to have you guys and welcome. We have some members here too. John 316 in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to have you. And more. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So it's an Apple announcement, meaning that Tim Cook is going to be there. So we have Trump, Apple. Trump and Apple CEO Tim Cook will be making a joint announcement today after the market close. Oh, yeah. Come on, everybody. We like Apple. I like Apple. Some of you don't like Apple. That's totally fine. Oscar, been watching for a while you wanted to say I appreciate and what you bring to us. C&D Deans in the Science in the house. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it and welcome. The announcement is about 100 billion investment from Apple. So, guys, We want a big, strong economy. We want powerful markets. Well, this is a very important date, right, for the administration and for anybody bullish in America. And that is why we're live today. Anytime the president speaks, I always like to listen up if it's something that matters my attention, and everybody and anybody is welcome to join us. See, right here. That is the sign of my body saying, you got to rest a little bit. We've been grinding for a while. And right after this, you know how I like to rest with a big, nice, fancy tomahawk. Apple stock about to rise. Yeah, you know that for sure. You know that. Oh, look, Ramaswamy. I'm watching Fox, as you can tell right there. We have Vivek Ramaswamy joins the show. And Donald J. Trump is about to, speak a little bit. Juicy. Hey, Birdie, good to have you. Welcome. Recognized in the house. What's up, buddy? Welcome. Good to have you guys. Breaking: President Trump will be announcing another $100 billion investment in American manufacturing by Apple. That brings Apple total investment in the U.S. to $600 billion, everybody. A lot of money to make computers. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Everybody, if you are holding some S&P 500, right? Those who still have retirement accounts, right? I know for sure some of you have retirement accounts. Well, S&P 500 is going to do really well today because Apple is one of those big, fat, juicy members of the S&P 500, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be a good day for crypto and for stocks. Oscar, I've been trying to reach you regarding your car's extended warranty. That's fun, man. That's fun. Love me a big mint tomahawk. Hey, guys, I like my steaks medium. I'm a medium guy. So if you are a rare, I'm still not there, guys. I don't want to be there, honestly. But I went from well done. Yes, I was one of those. I went from well done all the way to medium. So I'm proud of myself. Price of XRP up $3. Not bad. Not bad. Jeffro in the house. Welcome, buddy. Happy to see you. Weigh your burgers. Not bad at all. Medium rare speak. Yeah, mid rare. Epic Chain. Oh, guys, just made a video for you about Epic. Shout out to them. Great sponsors of the channel. Backed by Ripple, and there's more. There's gonna be more videos coming your way. I honestly, I'm interested. A card that I can get XRP cashback. I'm interested. I'm just saying, I'm interested. Okay, not financial advice, but I'm interested. Rare steak? Come on, brother. Rare? I don't know. Obviously, you cannot go to Longhorn or Texas Roadhouse or not. You have to go to your local steakhouse and yes. 100% carnivore and eggs. TJ in the house. Let's go. Okay, so one day I'm going to get to meat rare, but that's not me right now, guys. I mean, that's too much. I still want something to be more cooked, Blood in the beef. Same here. Let's go, bro. That's nice. So as I expected, right now it's 3:30 my time. So it's time for us to... What? McDonald's to launch adult Happy Meal? What? Is that a joke? Man, McDonald's, bro. They know a bunch of 30-year-olds, guys. We are having a bunch of crypto and not enough babies. We need more babies, guys. Oh, I know, I know. It hits home. Guys, big breaking news. I was watching Fox and they came out with this. President Trump is going to be meeting in person with Vladimir Putin next week. We have to watch that. We have to watch that. I'm going to watch it so bad. Oh, you had twins. Congrats, Tyler. That's the life, man. That's the life. Congrats. Brad Garlic. Guys, we're going to watch this one for sure. President Trump plans in-person meeting with President Putin. That's going to be so good. It's confirmed. It's confirmed. So, yeah. We're going to go ahead and enjoy that. It's going to be powerful, of course, about the war. If we are able to stop the Ukraine-Russia war, don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. I think so, guys. Ghost in the house. What's up, Ghost? Good to have you. Let's go. Man, yeah, I mean, I honestly want that for sure. Yes. Oscar, what do you have XRP with Trump's announcement? Because we love to watch and talk about XRP plus everything and anything related to the crypto, the economy, the US economy, the world economy. And relax. You know, a lot of people say, if nothing is happening with XRP, no need for a live. Oh, there's always a need for a live because we are a minority. You guys know what a minority is? Well, crypto holders, we are not many. Now, XRP holders, remember, Bitcoin maxis, they hate us. So either we support each other or we hate each other. Which side of the aisle you want to be? Hating or uniting? I want to unite people, right? So there's always a reason why to have a good time. What is this? I'm just literally telling you this. XRP is a 100% pre-mined coin. BTC is a 0 pre-mined coin. If you don't know what this means, figure it out before you get scammed. Classic Bitcoin holders. It is what it is. Other cryptos should love us. I know, right? Bro Deck, welcome, buddy. Happy to see you. Brian in the house, welcome to see you. Let's go, let's go. Welcome, everybody. We're going to get a poll right now for sure, for sure. I'm just kind of chilling and waiting with you guys and relaxing some comments. We'll get more stuff coming in soon. Man, it's exciting, the times that we have ahead. Everybody's not posting the incoming meeting that we're going to see soon. What's up, IV? I didn't see that. CJ in the house. What's up, CJ? Nice to have you. Thank you, TJ. I appreciate that a lot and welcome. It ain't easy being pretty rich. Let's go. Let's go. Minutes to go, I'm sure. I'm going to go ahead and refresh. We should be live soon. Not there yet. It's okay. This is a big event for Trump. Same as, because I've been watching this. He's been announcing a $500 billion investment. He's been announcing $300 billion, $200 billion. So much money coming to the United States, everybody. A lot of money coming to the United States. And to us, we just want to bring people together and we just want to announce and say, hey, let's go. That's exactly what we're talking about, man. And if I scroll down, I'm probably going to find one of those events somewhere here that talk about, the investments. If I could probably find one. It's in this setting, but I don't see anyone. But we're going to have a new one today, which is good. Oscar, as for you invest in XRP at the end of the August, is it too late? Well, depends if you want to sell this year, 2025. If you don't want to sell this year, then you're not late. Depends when you want to get out. Depends when you want to take profits, right? I'm not looking for profits right now. Made a video today, right? My first one saying, do not sell your XRP in reference to what Michael Saylor says for Bitcoin. Got it? So you can sell whatever you want, it's your money, but I'm just making a statement. Why is Michael Saylor saying don't sell your Bitcoin? Why? Doesn't he want to make money? Like, doesn't he want to have more money or enjoy more wealth? You're supposed to sell to have the money, right? You're supposed to sell to collect your profits. Yes and no, because in this case, Bitcoin is a store of value and it's big and powerful and everybody knows it and it's going to do really, really well. For XRP, we're not there yet, as there's a lot of fear and doubt and speculation, right? And it's not easy to just to get crazy stuff I find on X. I gotta tell you, bro, I'm always careful because there's so much garbage on X, as you know. So the point is that taking profits is healthy, and I think we all should do it, right? But it just bears in my question. You just goes and I'm thinking like, how high will XRP go? I don't have the answer. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, let alone what's going to happen at the end of 2025. But if we analyze that in 2025, we have less than 600 million crypto users in the entire planet. And if I analyze that we are growing in demand, in investment, in curiosity, we're growing in everything, in building, in deployment of resources. It's not going down, it's going up by the biggest players. Then am I going to be too naive not to say, hey, I think we're going to be much higher by the end of the year? Well, I already have my plans, and I think our plans of success. I don't care if Bitcoiners say that we're a scam. I don't care if, Bitcoin maxis call us a bunch of names and they hate us. I care that I'm pretty positive we're going to make a lot of money. Listen.
That would value Ethereum today at around 16,000, and it's currently 3,700. That would value Ethereum today at around 16,000, and it's currently 3,700.
Why are Ethereum whales so bullish, right? Couldn't we as the XRP army get that level of bullish sentiment? And I think we are. People in the XRP community that know a lot, that I follow, that I watch them, and you also watch them too, right? We get a bunch of opinions from all different people, right? And that's okay. You can watch whoever you want. Because we're trying to understand how crazy things could get. Because it's very easy to buy something not knowing what it is. But knowing what it is or learning what it is and also buying it, that's a different story. Because then you start attaching yourself to property. You know your property. And once you know your asset and your property, you don't want to give it away. You don't want to give it away. So I do feel, going back to the don't sell Bitcoin, I do feel that once you know your property, once you know the asset that it's registered to you, right, to your wallet, I get it why Bitcoin maxis and Michael Saylor, they're like, no, don't sell your Bitcoin, because in the future, that's what's going to be more valuable than fiat. It's so cool. Drop a like, fam. Consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on those notification bells and welcome aboard. Links down there in the chat, in the comments, and down below. We're very happy to be here. And we're just waiting in the White House. We know that Trump is about to announce something big from Apple. And as expected, they're always late, but we're always early. We're always early, which we like that. Go ahead and get the glasses on. Pretty good. Let us know, guys, in the chat, of course. And I'm bullish, man. That's what I will tell you. We're bullish. What's up, Slabo? Good to have you, buddy. Welcome. Got some nice water right here, and it's always a good time to have everybody together. Bullish all day, indeed. Gonna start in about 10 minutes. Robert Downey Jr. I love that, man. That's great. Yeah, I mean, we're ready. We're ready for him. Go ahead and get us in the mood, as we pretty much have the fam here already and accumulating, which is nice. By the way, I made some positions, so you know. If you are one of my subs on X, if you're inside my Discord, you're getting some of my private videos and updates, which I thank you guys for your support. And also, I have some positions right here, and I have some more buys and sells and everything, right? I make some videos for you guys that are behind the scenes. And so I told you here that I bought $5,000 worth of Cardano. Like I told you, I'm gonna go ahead and start pivoting to Cardano. I finished my Ethereum, I finished my XRP. But when I see levels that, you know, get back to the levels that I like, we eat, and we start getting those dips. That's the way I like to do it. That's the way I like to do it. Ghost private videos. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Did some research from Sean Farrell, who's our head of digital asset strategy, and he put out a presentation about Ethereum today. So he thinks the ratio of Ethereum to Bitcoin could go back to its 2021 highs, which is about 0.14. That would value Ethereum today at around 16,000, and it's currently 3,700. So he's just saying Bitcoin ratio versus ETH, let's get back to where it was 5 years ago, which makes sense because it's a better story today than it was in 2021, and that gets you, close to 16,000.
So what?
To all my Ethereum holders, listen to that. Ethereum is oversold, is undervalued. It's not up, and it's been for a while. But now lately, there's a lot more momentum, and people are bullish in Ethereum back. But it still is not that high. That is why, telling you for the last month, I was accumulating everything I could. People don't know Ethereum. People have no clue about who Oscar, who. People know a bunch of, everybody know. No. Some people barely get to know Bitcoin. But Ethereum and XRP and BNB and Cardano just go from all the way to the top, Bitcoin, and then it's just less and less and less and less and less. Once we get the bottom top 10, which is Cardano, if I'm not mistaken, right now. Look at this. Look at this. Cardano is the top 10 by market cap. I'm accumulating the top 10, the 10th place by market cap right now. I'm going all in. Why? Because this beauty, I'm bullish. And we're going to be well. But people, retail, are going to start with this. Why? Because no longer our 4-year cycle, which a lot of people call it, gone. Many people agree that the 4-year cycle is it's over. Meaning that we have a new market, right? Led by institutions. And if that's the case, which kind of seems that way, guys, Bitcoin is gonna rip higher than expected. And Ethereum is going to go to $10,000. And once that happens, Ethereum is going to be past $1 trillion. And once that happens, Where do you think XRP is gonna be? Where do you think? Well, I think we're gonna be 300 plus billion market cap. 300 plus, I mean, just to be conservative. That's the case, guys. We are passing $4 easy. $4 easy. So, I mean, from 299 to 3 to 450, 470. That's phenomenal. That's great. 450, 470, even $5 by the time Ethereum actually gets to a level that makes sense. Amazing. NY Comet, New York is watching us. What's up, guys? Very happy to see you and welcome. Thank you so much. Don't sleep on SHIB. It's true. Somebody says 589. I know, right? Let's see if they are right now live or not, because we're waiting. Nope, not yet. Not live yet. It's okay. But I'm ready for them. Trump speaking. That's what you are. You came here to watch, so I got you, my fam. I got you. Look at the close for the market right now. That's so good. Exactly what we want. So, where is my tab? Here it is. Let's get us some excitement here as we wait, because we're talking truth. And I just want to tell you the facts, guys. That's what it is. Facts, period. Love it, man. I would like to start with this one to get the room rally up. Drop a like, everybody. Consider subscribing to the channel. Watching Trump soon. Watching Trump soon. OM is actually going up. That's pretty good. Pengu. Well done, Pengu. That's good. Stellar. Jasmine also there. No, it's a great day. Indeed it is, brother. Indeed it is. Hey, what's up, Birdie? Good to have you and welcome. It's always good. Let's take a look at the bubbles. This is what's happening today, everybody. XRP, Kronos, Cardano, Bitcoin, Solana, Stellar. Doing well. The week. So far, so good. All right. Fox is getting ready for the announcement. So we're ready for the announcement. Oh, there it is. Tim Cook. $600 billion. It's a lot of money, guys. So, in the next 4 years, Apple is going to invest the size of Ethereum and XRP combined. That's when you know they have a lot of money in their balance sheet. That's pretty good. I mean, they could just buy XRP and that's it. They pump us up all the way to the moon. Planets, everything under 4 hour looks bearish in the micro. Everything zoom out on the 4 hours looks like the next recovery leg up. Zoom in all the way up. Thanks, planets. I'm very happy that CRO is actually doing pretty nice. Shout out to my Crow fam. I know. China banned crypto 4 days ago. China today. I know. China to launch a first crypto stablecoin. I know. I mean, I remember 3 years ago, I was about to go to a trip, and the market went down viciously because China was like, "We're banning it." Nothing happened as far as banning it, but the market got spooked, panicked, and people sold a bunch. But everything was fine, and now they're trying to do it again, but classic China. Nice. Hey, Anonymous, what's up, buddy? Welcome. Trump said, did he say XRP? Not yet. But one day he will say XRP. I'm pretty positive. One day he will say XRP, and that's going to be a really good day. He's only said Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken, or Ethereum. Only those two. Only those two. Fake news. They're trying to buy the Bitcoin dip. You know it. You know it. 100%. It's true. You know it's true. Shout out to Epic Chain. Oscar, when are you gonna start making shit videos again? Dylan, eventually I do want to make that. Yes, I've been swamped with a bunch of other things, but I do want to make some shit videos too. Yes, I like Shiba Inu. I'm still holding it. I don't like that it's not moving, but not much we can do, honestly. Yeah, Trump launched his token on Solana. Yes, he did. And he made a lot of money. They made so much money. And you know, guys, sometimes it's not even funny, but yeah. Had a good time. That I can tell you. They had a good time with that Solana project. And I'm like, what? Yeah, I got a bunch of Crow videos for sure, but more is better, right? There it is. Trump to make major investment announcement. There you have it. Supposed to be at 4:30. Now it's gonna be 5 for them. What's up, Terrence? Good to have you, buddy. Welcome. You know what's great, guys? You know what I really like about doing this? Is that I don't even care if the price of XRP is moving or not. It's us. Our community that we're here no matter what happens, up or down, it's fine. And to make it even better, we're going to be listening from, the President of the United States. We love that. Because guess what's going to happen? After he announces, after he speaks about that, here come the questions. Plus, he's going to speak today on what happened there was a shooting, right? So he's going to speak about that first. And then he's going to go on today. Oh, look. This is what I wanted to show you guys. So $600 billion from Apple, $500 billion from Nvidia, $200 billion from Micron, $150 from IBM. It's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, fam. That's why I have my camera pointing to what I'm watching live, so you know and you see, right? Australia in the house. What's up, guys? Welcome. Nice to have you, buddy. Carlos in the house. What's up, buddy? Welcome. Thank you, Carlos. Welcome, buddy. Look at the crypto market cap starting in 2022 under 1 trillion market cap. I remember those days. Raise your hand right now and tell me in the comments if you were here with me in 2022 when everything collapsed. Fear was drowning, flooding everyone. Some people took their lives, which is insane. It was bad, bro. But guess what? Not giving up pays off really well. And to make it even better, the next bear market is not gonna go down that bad anymore. It's not gonna go down that bad anymore. What I mean is, we haven't seen the peak of the bull market, and the bear market might just be the next one, right? Might just be $2 or $3 trillion. That might be the next bear market, meaning that we're gonna have a $5 to $6 to $7 trillion at the peak of the bull market. So that's why I'm like, oh yeah, it just makes total sense to go in right now. True. I see a bunch of hands right there. Let's go, guys. Future was here. Stuart. Nice. Great job was here too. Love it, man. Love it. We still don't have any news from the White House. They're still not live. They're always late, but it's okay. It's okay. No problem. It happens. What is the music you play? It's synthwave music. I love it, right? And I'm gonna give you some, because I know some of you guys like it. So it's here. And these are all the playlists. So pause the video and you can find those. You can find those titles right there. I gotta find new ones, but I just don't have much time sometimes. But welcome. Soon. Yesterday, we waited for a while, and today, well, you know him. It happens a bunch. Bring it. Where's the pump? Pump it, baby. Let's go. We want to make some money. And it's gonna happen. Gotta be patient and go all in. Risk. Sounds like a KUR. What is this? Eleanor. Finally, we're live. It's coming in, it's coming in soon. Everybody's coming in soon. Thank you, Alfredo. Welcome, buddy. Happy to see you. Welcome. Great dancing moves. Oh, yes, you love it. I love those dancing moves. Bring it. We're live. I love how my people already say, yeah, this is going to be a nothing burger. It's going to be a nothing burger. What are you talking or waiting about? It's like a lot of people just want to see a freaking big, like 100% candlestick. And then once they see it, they're like, oh, good. And then the next hour, it comes down all of a sudden because people took profits and they call it, oh, what a scam. You never have people happy. And I'm so good, I enjoy the process, brother. So choose your poison. Choose your poison, fam. Okay, everybody. It may be a nothing burger for some, but think about it for a second. And Charles, I'll get to you in just a moment, brother. In less than 1 year, bro. Look, there's a lot of money coming to the United States. Not getting into other topics like immigration or so, because that's not the point of my channel, right? But talking about the like finance and the economy and what affects us, right? There's been a lot of progress, and I like that. I think people love it, and that's why he got elected, right? And things like this make it seem like, okay, there's money being, transported and returned to the United States because, companies always want to choose what's cheapest. But here comes Trump and says, oh, you want to leave the US? Well, get ready for some tariffs. And then the companies say, oh, no. And that's how quickly, things are done. It's not easy, obviously, but remember what happened to Ford and remember what happened to some specific industries. He exempts specific industries in the US because obviously to help the US. So I'm bullish. I like that. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. It takes politically correctness. It's not gonna be okay for everyone. But this is President Donald J. Trump, one of a kind person, right? And he's gonna, I think, by the end of the first year, it's gonna be so much done, and I think a lot of people like it. And for crypto, man, the best crypto president ever. Honestly, the first crypto president, right? So will we have a better crypto president than President Trump right now? Maybe someone that actually understands crypto, because Trump doesn't understand crypto, right? He doesn't understand blockchain. I mean, he's a politician. He knows what to say. He says it and that's it. But he is not going to tell you, download Phantom Wallet and then send some, give me your keys or give me your wallet. He doesn't know how to do that, right? But it's okay. We don't need him. We don't need him to know how to do that. But it's about the power he has to enable things for our industry. And we like that guy. So that's what I'm saying, man. In the future, right, we may have options, right? And you never know. It's going to be pretty cool how crypto and blockchain are going to transform this country and the world. Send it, fam. Drop a like, guys. Consider subscribing to the channel. And welcome aboard. Coming in live soon. Robert Graphics, good to see you. Let me go back to the comment here. Keep it pumping. They can keep us down forever. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you, Charles. Give me some delicious news. 100%. I love that. TJ, thanks so much for the comments, brother. Thanks so much. John 316 in the house. What's up, guys, and welcome. Andy, good to hear you. UK watching us in the house. Let's go. Coming in soon. Norway is here. Let's go, guys. Welcome. $3 XRP. That's what we like. Do something, because sometimes we have other friends that have the inside access like this, guys. Yep. Oh, they're almost ready. They're almost ready. Perfect. Yeah, it's almost there. It's almost there. They're waiting for people, and that's it. There it is, everybody. Let's listen.
Thank you very much. You know this gentleman, one of the truly great legends of our time, my book. Before we begin, I'd like to say a few words about the shooting at Fort Stewart in Georgia. As you know, 5 people were seriously wounded and 2 very, very seriously hurt around 11 o'clock this morning. The shooter is now in custody, and the Army Criminal Investigation Division is on site to ensure that the perpetrator of this atrocity, which is exactly what it is, will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. The entire nation is praying for the victims and their families, and hopefully they'll fully recover, and we can put this chapter behind, but we're not going to forget what happened. We're going to take very good care of this person that did this horrible person. This afternoon, we're pleased to welcome to the White House one of the great and most esteemed business leaders and geniuses and innovators anywhere in the world, Apple CEO Tim Cook. It's an amazing job. Thanks as well to Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent and Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick for being here, wherever you may be. Oh, there you are. Hello, fellas. I missed you. Today, Apple is announcing that it will invest $600 billion, that's with a B, in the United States over the next 4 years. That's $100 billion more than they were originally going to invest. And this is the largest investment Apple has ever made in America and anywhere else. And it's just an honor to have you. As you know, Apple's been an investor in other countries a little bit. I won't say which ones, but a couple. And they're coming home. $600 billion, it's the biggest there is. The company is also unveiling its ambitious new American manufacturing program, which will bring factories and assembly lines across our country all roaring to life. Areas that were not doing so well are doing very well. We have about $17 trillion coming into the United States, which is more than ever before. That's never even come close. There's never been anything like it. Even you, that's even a lot of money for you. But we have commitments of more than $17 trillion. That was as of a couple of weeks ago. These investments will directly create more than 20,000 brand new American jobs and many thousands more at the Apple suppliers like Corning, Broadcom, Texas Instruments, and Samsung, who all deal in that world. As part of this historic commitment, Apple will massively increase spending on its domestic supply chain for the iPhone and will build the largest and most sophisticated smart glass production line in the world in Harrodsburg, Kentucky, which is a great, actually, I did very well there. I like it because I see I did very well there. I did very well in Kentucky, but it's a great place. You're going to be very happy. I thought maybe while we're up, I'll interrupt my own speech by you might show them a little bit about the product that you're going to be doing in Kentucky, Tim.
Absolutely. Do you mind if I step up?
Yes, please.
This box was made in the U.S., in California, and this glass comes off the Corning line. It's engraved for President Trump. It's a unique unit of one. It was designed by a U.S. Marine Corps corporal, a former one, that works at Apple now.
That's good. He's done well.
Designed it for you. And the base comes from Utah and is 24 karat gold. And it sits, I'll take the liberty of setting it up.
Wow.
Well, let's see. There we go. Congratulations,
Thank you
Mr.
very much.
President.
It's
Thank you so
fantastic.
much.
The great people of Kentucky. You're going to find it a great place to do business, too. It's fantastic. Isn't that nice? We're doing these things now in the United States instead of other countries, faraway countries. This is a significant step toward the ultimate goal of ensuring that iPhones sold in the United States of America also are made in America. With the mass infusion of capital it's announcing today, Apple will also build a 250,000 square foot server manufacturing facility in Houston and invest billions of dollars to construct data centers across the country from North Carolina to Iowa to Oregon. That's big stuff. Apple will also open state-of-the-art manufacturing economy. It's going to be a manufacturing academy in Detroit, and that's a great place to do. Well, you know, big things are happening in Michigan and Detroit. They're coming in because of what we've done with the, I call it the Great Big Beautiful Bill. I added one word, great. But we have probably the biggest, most comprehensive piece of legislation ever passed. It's going to mean unbelievable numbers of jobs and no jobs on, think of this, whether it's tips or overtime or Social Security, no tax. So no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime. And there's just a small bit of it. For Apple and others, businesses, we're talking about the deductions and all of the things. And actually for people, they go out and buy a car, first time it's ever been done. We talk about deductions for companies, but they're going to be able to deduct interest when they borrow money to buy a car, if it's made in America. It has to be made in America. So it is amazing. And one of the reasons I think I can say that Apple's coming here is the legislation we just passed with this kind of investment. Apple will also open other facilities, rare earth magnets from Texas, and build, oh, I love that you're doing this. I love that. I love that. And build a brand new rare earth recycling line in Mountain Pass, California. I know that area. That's where they have a lot of truly rare earth. That's fantastic. I love that. And Apple will help develop and manufacture semiconductors and semiconductor equipment in Texas, Utah, Arizona, and New York. For years, Americans have watched as many of our leading tech giants built their factories overseas and exported American jobs abroad. But under the Trump administration, we're doing everything possible to make this the best place on earth to build a factory or grow businesses. I'm allowing them to build electric producing plants with their factory, because otherwise they'd have to hook into the grid. And I think it's one of the biggest things we've done, where you can build, Tim, your own electricity. You become your own electric manufacturer, and that goes along with the plant. So you become a utility. So congratulations, now you're in the utility. I hope they don't value your company based on utility, but that's okay. You're going to be making your own. Congratulations, now you're in the utility. I hope they don't value your company based on utility, but that's okay. You're going to be making your own electricity, and as you probably know, for much of this and many of the things that we're doing, especially the AI, they would need actually double the electricity that the country now produces for everything. So it's massive electric, and they're going to be able to make their own, and they're getting very fast approvals. Lee Zeldin is doing a fantastic job, including with a 100% expensing on the one big, beautiful bill. In return, we're asking our businesses to invest in America, and they're coming in at levels that we've never seen before. So I don't know when it shows up, but there are a lot of factories and a lot of plants that are either under construction or soon will be starting construction. So can't tell you exactly when, but I want to be around in about a year from now and 2 years from now, because we're going to see an explosion, I think, like this country has never seen before. Never. Today's announcement is one of the largest commitments in what has become among the greatest investment booms in our nation's history, and we've got the hottest country anywhere in the world. You know, I told you the story that, and Tim, I'll tell you, but I went to the Middle East, and I was with Qatar, I was with UAE, and the King of Saudi Arabia, all great leaders. And then I went to NATO and saw many great leaders, and we just finished that about 4 weeks ago. Virtually everyone said, in effect, that we were a dead country 1 year ago. America, this was a dead country. We were dying, we were dead. And now you've got the hottest country anywhere in the world. This would have never happened except for certain people. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. NVIDIA is investing $500 billion to go along with Apple, $600 billion. $600 billion. Micron, great company, is investing $200 billion. IBM is investing more than $150 billion. SoftBank is investing substantially more than $100 billion. TSMC is investing $200 billion. Johnson & Johnson, $55 billion. Merck, Stellantis, and General Motors are putting many, many billions in. They haven't determined the final number. And many other countries are investing tens of billions of dollars, and I'm not going to give you the whole list because the list is too long to read. But it's hundreds of billions and even trillions. I mean, it's trillions of dollars is being invested right now. Last week, it was announced that our economy grew at 3% in the second quarter, and consumer confidence is surging. Blue-collar wages are rising rapidly. Costs are way down. You know, I listen to these horrendous frauds on CNN and various other fake news networks, and they say costs are up. No, costs are down. Gasoline is down. It's going to soon, I believe, be less than $2 a gallon. It's around $2.40 right now, many places, other than in California where they tax you out of business, but and a couple of others. But gasoline is way down. The price of groceries are down. How about eggs? When I first came here, my first week, the press hit me very hard on eggs. Eggs had quadrupled or something. I said, I didn't know about it. Give me a chance. I've just been here for 4 days. Well, eggs are down. Everything's down. Price is down. The only thing that's up is stock prices. That's really up, and that's through the roof. The stock market has been hitting all-time records, all-time highs. Last week it was announced that our economy grew at levels that we haven't seen in a long time, but the real levels of growth are going to be judged in a year from now when you start seeing some of these incredible plants, because we have car plants opening. They're coming in from Canada, from Mexico, and from all over the world. And they're coming in because they like the way the election worked out, but they also like the fact that they don't want to pay tariffs. And the tariffs, I think, we're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs. I won't be so specific other than to say, because we don't even know what the final number is. We just made a deal, as you know, with the EU where they're paying hundreds of billions of dollars. Japan paying hundreds of billions of dollars, and numerous other countries paying hundreds of billions of dollars. And we're not even completed there. And as you know, they found $25 billion 3 weeks ago. They said, we have a surplus of $25 billion. And they said, where did this come from? I said, check the tariffs. And they checked. They said, you're right. That's where it came from. And we've really just started. This is just in its infancy. So we have a great country. We have a country that is going to be very rich. It's a country that we're very proud of, but it's going to be very rich. And it's companies like Apple, they're coming home. They're all coming home. And we want them to come home. They have to come home. We're going to treat them really well. We're going to be putting a very large tariff on chips and semiconductors. But the good news for companies like Apple is if you're building in the United States or have committed to build, without question committed to build in the United States, there will be no charge. In other words, we're not going to be charging. So a lot of countries, a lot of companies are leaving various other places and they're coming to the United States. So in other words, we'll be putting a tariff on of approximately 100% on chips and semiconductors. But if you're building in the United States of America, there's no charge, even though you're building and you're not producing yet in terms of the big numbers of jobs and all of the things that you're building. If you're building, there will be no charge. So I just want everyone to know that. And I didn't even tell you that inside. We discussed the concept, but I didn't. So it's a big factor. So 100% tariff on all chips and semiconductors coming into the United States. But if you've made a commitment to build, or if you're in the process of building, as many are, there is no tariff. Okay? If for some reason you say you're building and you don't build, then we go back and we add it up, it accumulates, and we charge you at a later date. You have to pay, and that's a guarantee. So that's a big statement, and I think the chip companies are all coming back home. they're all coming back. You know, we started with Intel, and gradually Intel was just taken over the coals. They were taken to the cleaners, frankly, and moved to other places, in particular Taiwan. But I think a lot of those companies are coming back, and they're coming back very rapidly. So that's a big statement. 100% tariff. I want to thank you very much. Tim, would you like to say a few words about your company, please?
Good afternoon, everyone. Mr. President, thank you very much for having me here today. You've been a great advocate for American innovation and manufacturing, and I'm grateful for your leadership and your commitment. That's a commitment we share at Apple because American innovation is central to everything we do. Our products are designed here, we're hiring and growing here, and we support 450,000 jobs with thousands of suppliers and partners in all 50 states. Earlier this year, we made our largest ever spending commitment, $500 billion to the U.S. over the next 4 years. That's already yielding results. Earlier this year, we broke ground on a new factory in Houston to make advanced AI servers. And just last month, the very first test unit rolled off that factory's line, proudly made in America. President Trump shared some kind words about that work, but he also asked us to think about what more we could commit to doing. And Mr. President, we took that challenge very seriously. I'm glad to be here with you today, and I'm very proud to say that today we're committing an additional $100 billion to the United States, bringing our total U.S. investment to $600 billion over the next 4 years. As a part of this, we're launching Apple's American Manufacturing Program. It will spur even more production right here in America for critical components used in Apple products all around the world. And we're thrilled to announce that we've already signed new agreements with 10 companies across America to do just that. First, with today's announcements, I'm proud to say that Apple is leading the creation of an end-to-end silicon supply chain right here in America, from design to equipment to wafer production to fabrication to packaging. In Texas, we're working with manufacturers like Texas Instruments, Global Wafers America, and Applied Materials. We're working with Amcor in Arizona and Broadcom and Global Foundries in New York. Thanks to President Trump's vision, and with his help in his first term, we also led the way to bring TSMC to Arizona by committing to be their first and largest customer. Today, they're producing tens of millions of chips for Apple using one of the most advanced process technologies in America today. We're going to keep working with our suppliers to move even more of this incredibly advanced work to America. And this year alone, American manufacturers are on track to make 19 billion chips for Apple in 24 factories across 12 different states. Second, we're committed to buying American-made advanced rare earth magnets developed by MP Materials, which will become part of Apple's devices shipped around the world. MP is the only fully integrated rare earth producer in the United States, and with this partnership, they'll be significantly expanding their flagship facility in Fort Worth, Texas. We're also thrilled to work together on a cutting-edge rare earth recycling line in Mountain Pass, California. And third, in Kentucky, we've worked with our partners at Corning to build the world's largest and most advanced smartphone glass production line. And I'm pleased to announce that very soon, this is for the first time ever, every single new iPhone and every single new Apple Watch sold anywhere in the world will contain cover glass made in Kentucky. In addition to the American Manufacturing Program, we're also significantly growing our investments in AI, including expanding data center capacity in North Carolina, in Nevada, in Iowa, in Arizona, and Oregon. So we're going to keep making investments right here in America. We're going to keep hiring in America. And we're going to keep building technologies at the heart of our products right here in America. Because we're a proud American company, and we believe deeply in the promise of this great nation. Thank you all, and thank you, President Trump, for putting American innovation and American jobs front and center. Thank you, sir.
Great honor.
Thank you.
Very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. What a job he's done. What a job. Incredible. I want to thank you very much, and thank you, JD, for helping along. Good job. Really good job. Any questions, please?
Mr. President,
Yes.
you promised on the campaign trail to bring forth a manufacturing renaissance. You just mentioned $17 trillion in your first 7 months or so.
Right.
Can you talk about how an investment like this, all the other ones that you laid out, will positively impact the millions of Americans that trusted you with their vote?
Thank you very much. It changes our country. I mean, our country is a very different country than it was 6 months ago. And people like Tim are coming. We had Micron in yesterday. We had all of the big, great companies that you read about, you don't know about, but you read about. Many of them were making products outside of our country. Foolishly, we lost them. If we had the right person sitting in that seat, that would have never happened 20 and 30 years ago. When you look at the chip business, it would have never left our shores. We had 100% of chips originally, and then we slowly got taken down to nothing. We have the biggest chip companies, the both of them, but we have the biggest in the world coming in. They're going to Arizona and beyond. And we're going to have, in a short period of time, we'll be up to almost 50% of the chips from starting in nothing. And that's something. But we have the greatest companies in the world coming into our country. And that means jobs, and it means wealth. And wealth means security for our people. Okay? Brian?
Yes, sir. Congratulations on this investment, President Trump. And
Thank you.
With a great example of putting America first. What does the labor force look like to fill these jobs that you have? Do we have enough skilled American workers to fill these?
Well, we do have a lot of workers, and we have a lot of workers that hadn't been looking for work because they were disincentivized, frankly. And people like Tim have tremendous schools and training centers that they build along with a lot of their big plants where they train people on whether it's glass, like in Kentucky, or computers, or whatever they might be doing. It's a complex world, and they train people, and they do a great job. So it's a whole new workforce. Now, we have a lot of them in energy because, you know, they've always liked energy. As you know, coal has opened up and opened up big. We brought it back and brought it back in a very large way. You know, China's right now building 58 coal-fired plants, 58 big ones. And here we were saying we don't take coal. We have more coal than anybody else in the world. We have more oil and gas than anybody else in the world. But we have tremendous energy jobs, and the energy, as you know, we're booming with energy. And that's why the gasoline prices are down. The costs are down. I just hope when they watch these shows, I watch this, I won't use names because I just make them better known that nobody knows who they are. But I watch this group of people on CNN and MSDNC too, the same thing, where they say, well, costs have gone up. Costs haven't gone up, they've gone down. I'm telling you, the thing that's gone up is stock prices, and success of our country. Our country is really, really doing well, successful. Yes, ma'am?
Yes, Mr. President, have Putin and Zelensky agreed to a summit yet? And where and when would that be?
Well, there's a very good prospect that they will. And we haven't determined where, but we had some very good talks with President Putin today. And there's a very good chance that we could be ending the round, ending the end of that
Bullish.
road. That road was
bullish.
long and continues to be long. But there's a good chance that there will be a meeting very soon.
How close do you think you are to a deal?
Excuse me?
How close do you think you are to some kind of deal?
Well, I don't want to say. I've been disappointed before with this one. You know, we've solved 5 wars, plus add to that Iran, where we wiped out their nuclear capacity for weapons. They would have had a weapon within 2 months, maybe less, and that was totally obliterated. It turned out it was a total obliteration, and the pilots and the people that did that job are really, we have the greatest armed forces in the world, but that was really something. In fact, there's a model of the plane right there. So, you got to bring that up, Susie. We have to see that. Look at this. This was just given to me. You know, we ordered brand new B-2 bombers. This is a plane that over a period of 36 hours of constant flying, look at this. So this is the brand new one they just ordered, similar but actually quite different. It's new and enhanced. It's an amazing machine. It went 36 hours. We had 52 tankers up in the air loading up our planes because this was surrounded by F-22s and F-35s, and it was flawless, Tim. Even you would say it was flawless. And every one of those bombs hit their target. And then we had Tomahawks shot in from a submarine 300 miles away, and they hit every single Tomahawk hit its target. It was amazing. And that was a big threat. That was a nuclear threat. And here's the new one that we just ordered, a large number of them. I'll put it up.
Mr. President, what was the breakthrough today? Did Vladimir Putin make some kind of concession that he hasn't been willing to make before?
I don't call it a breakthrough. I mean, we've been working on this a long time. There are thousands of young people dying, mostly soldiers, but also, missiles being hit into Kiev and other places. But in terms of soldiers, I think Russia's lost over 20,000 since the beginning of the year. 20,000. And I guess the estimate for Ukraine is about 9,000. It's a terrible situation. We want to get it stopped. We don't have American soldiers there, but I feel I have an obligation to get it stopped. This was not my war. This war would have never started, not even a chance. And it didn't start for 4 years. It went 4 years and didn't start. But this is Biden's war. This was on his watch. And, it's funny, we had no land was taken from Trump. It was taken from Bush. It was taken from Biden. The whole thing they would take from Biden if it weren't for us. But it was taken by Obama. Take a look at what was taken with all of the land that was taken. Nothing was taken by Russia from us. Not 1 ounce of land was taken. I'm here to get the thing over with. It would have never started if I were president. And we're here to get it stopped and get the death stopped. Yeah, please.
Mr. President, in the past, you said you would know if Putin was tapping you along. What gives you any confidence that he is or isn't doing that this time around?
Can't answer the question yet. I'll tell you in a matter of weeks, maybe less. But we've made a lot of progress. And as you know, we put a 50% tariff on India on oil. They're the second largest. They're very close to China in terms of the purchase of oil from Russia. But so I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But we've had very productive talks today. Yes, ma'am?
President Trump, on federalizing D.C., are you considering taking over the D.C. police? Is that an option on the table?
We're considering it, yeah, because the crime is ridiculous. I could show you a chart comparing D.C. to other locations, and you're not going to want to see what it looks like. It was just up on television, actually. They were showing it. Now, we want to have a great, safe capital, and we're going to have it. And that includes cleanliness and it includes other things. We have a capital that's very unsafe. We just almost lost a young man, beautiful, handsome guy that got the hell knocked out of him the night before last. And I'm going to call him now. We wanted to give him a little recovery time. We just put a call into him. They're calling back in a little while. But he went through a bad situation, to put it mildly, and there's too much of it. We're gonna do something about it. So whether you call it federalized or what, and that also includes the graffiti that you see, the papers all over the place, the roads that are in bad shape, the medians that are falling down, the median in between roads that's falling down. We're going to beautify the city. We're going to make it beautiful. And what a shame. The rate of crime, the rate of muggings, killings, and everything else, we're not going to let it. And that includes bringing in the National Guard, maybe very quickly, too.
And do you want Congress to look at overturning the D.C. Home Rule Act?
We're going to look at that. In fact, the lawyers are already studying it. We have to run D.C. This has to be the best-run place in the country, not the worst-run place in the country. And it has so much potential. And we're going to take care of it. You're going to be safe. You're going to be safe walking down streets. You're not going to get mugged.
Mr. President, if you do reach a deal with Ukraine and Russia, would you drop the additional tariffs on India?
Well, we'll determine that later. But right now they're paying a 50% tariff. Okay?
Yeah,
please.
One for Mr. Cook as well. On the
Yeah,
iPhone,
please.
if I may.
Sure.
The president wants a made in the USA iPhone. What are the chances that you can actually make that happen?
Well, if you look at the bulk of it, we're doing a lot of the semiconductors here. We're doing the glass here. We're doing the Face ID module here. And so there's a ton of it. And we're doing these for products sold elsewhere in the world. And so there's a lot of content in there from the United States.
But what about the whole thing?
We're very proud of it.
Can you make the whole thing
is
here?
just the final assembly that you're focused on. And that will be elsewhere for a while.
He makes many of the components here, and we've been talking about it, and the whole thing is set up at other places, and it's been there for a long time. So in terms of the cost and all, but I think we may incentivize him enough that one day he'll be bringing that. But he brings most of the stuff. Look, he's not making this kind of an investment anywhere in the world, not even close. He's coming back. I mean, Apple's coming back to America. Thank you.
Mr. President, Indian officials
Let me
said,
go, please.
Indian officials have said that there are other countries that are buying Russian oil.
It's okay.
Like China, for instance,
It's
buys
okay.
more.
Yeah.
Why are you singling India out for these additional sanctions?
It's only been 8 hours, so let's see what happens
We're
over the
gonna
next.
see more secondary sanctions
You're going
very
to see a lot
soon.
more.
So this is a taste of
You're
what's
going to
to
see a
come.
lot more. You're going to
Mr.
see so much
You were the driving-
secondary sanctions. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, you were the driving force behind Operation Warp Speed, these mRNA vaccines that are the gold standard.
Right.
Now your health secretary is pulling back all the funding for research. He's saying that the risks outweigh the benefits, which puts him at odds with
Research
the
on
entire
what?
medical community and with you. What is going
Yeah.
on
Research on what?
into mRNA vaccines?
Well, we're going to look at that. We're talking about it, and they're doing a very good job. And, you know, that is a past. Operation Warp Speed was, whether you're Republican or Democrat, considered one of the most incredible things ever done in this country. The efficiency, the way it was done, the distribution, everything about it has been amazing. But, you know, that was now a long time ago, and we're on to other things. But we are speaking about it. We have meetings about it tomorrow at 12 o'clock, and we'll determine. We're looking for other answers to other problems, to other sicknesses and diseases, and I think we're doing really well. Yes, ma'am, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. You said many times that you want to stop wars in the Middle East. Now, Prime Minister Netanyahu is contemplating reoccupying Gaza entirely. Is he defying you, sir, or are you giving him a green light?
Well, we have stopped wars in the Middle East by stopping Iran from having a nuclear weapon, and they're you know, they can say they're going to start all over again, but that's a very dangerous thing for them to do, because we'll be back. As soon as they start, we'll be back. And I think they understand that. They're just words. But no, we've stopped a lot of wars in the Middle East. If you think about what we did with Iran, Iran was the perpetrator of hate, a very evil place, and I think it's going to be a lot different in the coming years.
On the India penalties, do you have any similar plans to enact more tariffs on China as it relates
Could
to their
happen.
purchases?
Could happen. Depends on how we do. Could happen.
Brian? Yes,
Brian?
I've got an entertainment-based question for you. A few weeks ago, Stephen Colbert announced that he was leaving his show. Howard Stern announced that him and Sirius XM Radio are parting ways. Do you think the hate Trump business model that's been in the entertainment business is going out of business because it's not popular with the American people?
Well, it hasn't worked, and it hasn't worked really for a long time, and I would say pretty much from the beginning. Colbert has no talent. I mean, I could take anybody here, I could go outside on the beautiful streets and pick up a couple of people that do just as well or better. They get higher ratings than he did. He's got no talent. Fallon has no talent. Kimmel has no talent. They're next. They're going to be going. I hear they're going to be going. I don't know, but I would imagine because they get, you know, Colbert has better ratings than Kimmel or Fallon. You know that. Howard Stern, it's a name I haven't heard. I used to do a show, we used to have fun, but I haven't heard that name in a long time. What happened? He got terminated?
Yeah, they're going to separate ways because I think what they're offering salary-wise is real low than what he's getting.
You know when he went down?
Whenever you want.
You know when he went down? No, before. When he endorsed Hillary Clinton, he lost his audience. People said, give me a break. He went down when he endorsed Hillary Clinton.
Mr. President,
Have you talked to Governor Cuomo?
Yeah, we've started the interviewing process.
There it is.
Scott and I and Howard, a lot of people, JD, we have some great candidates. It's probably down to 3.
Ooh.
He doesn't want the job. He said, do you like this job better?
Yes, sir.
I mean, he was a candidate, but I don't think he'll take it.
Fire Powell.
I really don't think he'd take
Fire
it, actually.
Powell.
Yeah, essentially we're all from Wall Street, aren't we? You know, when you get right down to it. The term Wall Street. Yeah, please.
Yep, you made your tax cuts permanent. You mentioned that the tariffs are bringing in a ton of external revenue. You've opened up markets, the EU, Japan, South Korea, many others, to American goods like we've never seen before. How much growth can we expect in the economy now that this model of yours is sort of beginning to really take off?
Well, I think the growth is going to be unprecedented. I think we're going to have growth that's unbelievable. Now, remember, we're building and just starting to build a lot of these incredible plants. We talked about the electric facilities that we're building, the generating plants, electric generating plants are massive, and they're going to be great. And they're going to sell excess electricity into our grid. So we're going to be having much more electricity than we ever had. And those plants are going to be taken care of individually. I know Tim is building one in one of his big factories, but especially for AI because it needs so much electricity. So I appreciate the question very much. I think the growth is going to be unprecedented.
Did you have a phone call with Andrew Cuomo? Did you speak to Andrew Cuomo?
I haven't. No, I haven't.
Mr. President, have you been briefed on what Ghislaine Maxwell told Todd Blanche?
No, I haven't. Have
you
not.
don't know whether
I don't
came
know.
up in the
I know Todd
conversation
is a
or
very
not?
respected person all over the country, all over the world legally, so I don't know.
Mr. President.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Will the new Fed governor be temporary?
We're probably going to go with a temp and then a permanent, I think.
Are the two
So the temp is going to be named, I'd say, over the next 2-3 days, and then we're going to go permanent.
Are the two Kevins the leading contenders for the permanent spot for the chair?
Well, the two Kevins? The two Kevins are absolutely, yeah. They're both very good.
Mr. President.
The two Kevins, very good.
Mr. President, is Vice President Vance hosting a gathering this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation?
Is he working on what?
Is he hosting some kind of gathering of top advisors this evening to talk about how to respond to the Epstein situation?
I don't know. I could ask you that question. I don't know of it, but I think here's the man right here.
I saw it reported today, and it's completely fake news. We're not meeting to talk about the Epstein situation, and I think the reporter who reported it needs to get better sources.
Look, the whole thing is a hoax. It's put out by the Democrats because we've had the most successful 6 months in the history of our country. And that's just a way of trying to divert attention to something that's total bullshit. Okay? Yeah, please.
A new Gallup poll says that Elon Musk is the most unpopular public figure in the country right now. I'm wondering, do you miss having him around the White House, or is that poll accurate?
I don't know if the poll's accurate. I think he's a good person. I think he had a bad moment, really bad moment. But he's a good person. I believe that.
President Trump, are you keeping that 10 to 12 day deadline?
China is facing potential secondary sanctions for
Yeah.
Russian oil. Them having that tariff or sanction rather, or not, hinges on what going forward?
It may happen. I mean, I don't know. I can't tell you yet, but we did it with India. We're doing it probably with a couple of others. One of them could be China. Yes.
Are you keeping that 10 to 12 day deadline that you had given Russia after today's talks?
Yeah, we're pretty much getting close to it right now, but we're having very serious talks right now about getting out of Ukraine, getting it settled, getting it ended. Should have never started, would have never started. If I were president, it would have never started. I want to thank Tim Cook. He's a great, great man, a visionary, a businessman, just about every quality he can have other than athleticism. I don't know about that. I'm looking at him. I'm not 100% sure about you. You're a good athlete. I'll bet you're pretty good. I think he's good at everything, but I want to thank you very much, Tim.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Thanks, guys. Right here. Cut it out. Thank you, guys.
The fam. Drop a like, fam, if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel and turn on those notification bells. Welcome. 600 total $1 billion. Thanks, Apple. Pretty nice. It's pretty nice. That was really nice. The XRP army, good. Nice conversations. That's what we do here. And I want to say thank you, everybody, because we're having a great, tremendous time holding the line at $3 per XRP. And even though we don't have XRP dedicated lives from Trump, which I wonder if we ever will have one, we'll be ready for you guys. And I saw a response, and it's true. These are macro news. Remember, Midnight Hammer happened, and what happened to the price of XRP? It went down. And you were asking, why is it going down? It had nothing to do with XRP. It had to do that people were scared about World War III. See? So there's so many things happening in our world, macro, and I'm curious for what's out there. And I want to thank you for joining me because, yeah, we live and we learn, and there's so much out there for us. Thank you, guys, and thank you to all our donors, new subscribers, new members, to my moderators. Man, you're awesome. Honestly, you guys are awesome. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. What's up, Mr. Jats? Welcome. Thank you so much. And yeah, I think there's going to be a bunch of headlines from Watch Guru. Here it is. So there's one and more. I love this guy. Oh, man. Best TV show ever, right? I mean, incredible. Say my name. Oh, yes. Drop a like if you know what I'm talking about. Come on. So one day we're gonna go ahead and get a nice tomahawk to celebrate. But till then, you guys have an amazing time. Thanks so much for coming in. We have so much. Oh, it's so good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. We're really having a great time, everybody. Please take care. Be safe. And I'll see you next time. Peace. Let's go, everybody. Send it. Links down below. Join us on BTCC. Join us on BingX. Join us on Crypto.com. Join us on Weeks. Join us on Bitunix. Make that money. Which, by the way, Bitunix up to 100,000 welcome bonus. The link is down there. Go do your work, fam, and send it. Peace.